So in my opinion, I think that we've been long overdue for some new decent tutorials revolving skinning and stuff in Sim. So let's go ahead and hop right into this one. Today we're going to be doing a basic name and number on gear, and I'm going to be using this A-Stars gear that I made not too long ago. It is free on the forums, and I'll leave the link to it down in the description. Let's go ahead and hop right into Photoshop. Disable this top layer. Head on into our Defuse, Jersey, and what I like to do is make a new folder, rename it to something like name and number, and we're going to keep this pretty basic. Go ahead and rotate this 180 degrees, and we'll go ahead and go to the text tool. I'm going to use just basic impact font. I'm going to go ahead and get this put in here. Oh, it did not like that. I'm going to go ahead and rotate this, hold shift while you're rotating. Line it up somewhat. And you can edit the text by either clicking on up the text tool again, or you can just double click this right here. That'll bring this back up. Yeah, I'll put my last name here. Now I'll go ahead and recenter this. It's somewhere close to the middle. And then you can either make a new text layer for the number, or what I usually do is I just hold Alt, click and drag down below. And then I will one of these out to the center. Go ahead and put my number in here. Go ahead and size this. Do something pretty basic, something like this. Move both these a little bit down. You don't want the name or number to be too big, otherwise you will get some weird stretching just because of the way that the rider model is. So now that we have this, we're going to go ahead and throw some boots on here. I'm going to be using Isaiah's Tech 10s. So go ahead and click on or right click on the actual boot folder, duplicate it over to your gear PSD. Give that a second. Go back over here. Drag the boots up above the spec. Now you have boots on here. Let's go ahead and rotate this back to 0 degrees. And now we are going to go ahead and export this set. I'm going to export this into I already tried doing this once, but got a little interrupted. So we're going to go ahead and name our PNG. All of your gear files are going to start with rider underscore body. So we're going to go ahead and put rider underscore body dash, I put 2023 A-Stars SuperTech dash gray 512. That's what it will show up as in game. And you only have to put the second dash if it is just the actual gear PNG. I can kind of explain that a little later. So I'm going to go ahead and save this. I deleted it. I don't know why it wants me to replace it. Go ahead and do that. And let's say if we want to do another colorway, go ahead and just go to this. I'm just going to leave the name and number the same, or do it, make it like a blue color. Try and match this. Maybe, yeah, something like that. We'll go ahead and do this. And now, go ahead and do the same thing. Back to export. Quick export as PNG. I'm going to go ahead and click on this one so it copies the name. I'm going to go ahead and just change the gray to black. Save that. Now, you're going to need your norm and spec. We're going to start off with the norm of the gear. Turn the whole folder on. Open up your Tech 10s. Turn the norm folder on in here too. Go ahead and go to export again. Click this so it has the same name up until this last bit after the last dash. For your norm, where that dash was originally, you're going to go ahead and put an underscore norm. Save this. We're going to turn the norm off, turn the spec on, close the boots, close the norm for the gear, turn the spec on for the gear. Back to export yet again. I'm going to go ahead and copy this and just change this norm to spec. Save that. And now that is all you are going to need to do in Photoshop now. So let me go ahead and find this folder. I'll bring it up here. And for whatever boots you're using, you're going to use those JMs. So I will just grab the JMs out of here, copy and paste those, slide this back out of the way, and now I'm just going to rename the same thing and do 2023 star SuperTech. We're going to do the same thing for the regular JM. 3 stars SuperTech. So now everything should be named correctly. As long as it is looking somewhat similar to this, everything should be fine. And now, if you want to go more in depth to stuff, if you plan on sending stuff to your friends so that your friends can see your gear, stuff like that, you're going to want to download this folder. It has all of your Scramming stuff. What Scramming does is essentially it just allows people, like, it's kind of hard to explain, kind of not. So it basically doesn't allow people, if they SAF extract something, they don't have access to the PNG. You're going to want to go ahead and download this. It should come with these 2 files right here. Go ahead and just copy these. Go back into your gear folder. Paste these in here. And you're going to want to run the batch file. So go through doing this. Pressing a key to continue. Going to delete these 2 out of here. Then we're going to delete all of the ones that still have pictures or picture previews. Going to delete these 4. And that is how you scram stuff. And now, also, I'm going to leave a link to the scram, and I'm also going to put a link to the SAF creator. So, where'd that go? What did I do with that? Right here. Okay, so your SAF creator, you're going to want to go ahead and strip selected folder from path, click browse, go into wherever you have your folder saved at. We'll go into here. I'll pick the 23 A-Stars tutorial. Click OK. Go to browse, and then change this from my SAF to, let's do 23 A-Stars. I'll put my number after it. Go ahead and I'm just going to save this to my desktop. I'm going to create that. I'll put that right in here, so it should appear on my desktop right here. Close this. I'm just going to drag this into my personal folder. I will open up Sim. Now, if I go to here, I can do 2023 A-Stars SuperTech, and it should pop up just like this. Go ahead and just load in here. Just like that, you have name and number on your gear. Pretty simple. Got these weird red lines on there, don't know why. But that is how you go ahead and put your name and number on your gear. If you guys have any other suggestions for other tutorials, go ahead and let me know and I will consider doing them.